What's up, everyone? Dem Boys back with another one. After the title update, I told you guys they had added a play into the Pats playbook, and I said if it's worth showing you, you'll see it. Here it is. Side note with this play was actually called 3 times in a row in the Super Bowl. The Patriots called this 3 times in a row, got him down for the only touchdown of the game. So really, in a game that was probably not probably, that was the best called defensive game I've ever seen. 2 defensive coordinators just duking it out. That was as good as it gets from an X's and O's standpoint. And this play was the one play that Wade Phillips had no answer for. You might think, if as a Cowboys fan especially, oh, someone confused Wade Phillips. Shocking. How'd they do that? He's a lot better DC than he was head coach. I think just spelling head coach confused him. But as a DC, yeah, the man got down. So this play is going to be an empty base flex in the Patriots playbook. It's called Haas Y Juke. So we've got option routes all over the place, right? That's the first thing you notice here. That's why this is so dirty. You got the seams, you got the options. So first against cover 3, if they got like cloud flats or purples in, I'm going to just highlight the free yards. You got your little hitches. Just go ahead and throw one of those little hitches. If it's cover 3 or cover 4, something where the corners are dropping back, the option that they'll take is hitch. Next thing I want to show you is the seams. So let's start with Cobb. Just going to pass lead this in. A lot of the time in games, I'm actually kind of passing it out up the seam. I'm going to show you what I mean. I'll probably get picked off. Or maybe we'll flip it and maybe it'll work better if I do that. But I do want to show you the other kind of way that you're going to typically pass lead this. Yeah, see, it's not going to. Okay. Of course, the block doesn't hold up. Alright, so on the other hash, see I pass lead that kind of up the seam. It usually does get way more open than that in head-to-head. That is usually my seam route of choice in head-to-head. As you can see right now, the other seam route's coming far more open. Whatever. It's a nice little seam / option. He'll either run on a seam route or a post. But you can see what that's doing to cover 3. I mean, as a user, what do, right? You know, you take away one seam, the other seam's there. You take away both seams, the hitches are there. You take away the hitches, we got Witten running 3 different options, right? Typically, what's going to happen if you just have 2 linebackers in zone coverage, Witten's just going to run this little hitch and sit down. The user starts trying to cover that, though. You know, they expect to see that. Then Witten takes off on the drag and keeps going, or Witten, cuts back and runs that little kind of a bootleg zig-looking route, right? Very difficult to deal with, very effective up the seams. So let's say they play cover 2. Oof, okay, so what we're going to focus on is Y and X over here. And I want you to kind of watch the high safety over the top of X in the cover 2. He has to freeze. And you just kind of see the way the play art works. It's a fade on the outside then is the second option. And Cooper kind of runs in. So what it's going to do is it's just going to give you plenty of room to hit that one. If you remember that pass from last year. It was a pretty common type of a concept you'd see. Just pass lead up and out on the cover 2. Simple enough, right? Just rip them. Just rip them. And again, if let's say they shade over the top, it's still actually possible to hit that. So, in cover 2, there's not a lot you're going to be able to do about that. It just kind of is what it is. Cover 3, I always remember then they're going to run the hitch. Cover 2, they're going to run the fade. You know, I really kind of think that man coverage is about the only chance you've got on this play. Honestly, it's about the only thing I can see. Because, you know, let's say you start blitzing heavy too, there's everything's so spread out, there's options. I could start to put, you know, slants in. There's really a lot of things I could do here, you know. Let's say you start to put me in a bind where I physically can't even get a pass off. I could motion block. Well, yeah, you can't do that. You could motion block Witten. You know, I just to give you some simple little ideas of how you could really take this concept and shove it down someone's throat. Middle, high, low is another play that has been historically a very good play that you can run out of this set, just to give you something else to kind of mix in. Great against cover 3 there. Great against cover 2 over here. What's a stupid throw? We'll run that back. If your quarterback doesn't completely whiff the throw. I kind of just pass that in. That's also why I was laughing hysterically when he threw it behind him on a pass lead in. Asshole. Trying to make me look like I don't know what I'm talking about. That's another one that can come open on the cover 2. So just another play I really kind of wanted to highlight is that high-low. Obviously, Verts has been a play that's been run various ways over the years. With the seams being as effective as they are, it's a play that's definitely feasible to continue to run now this year. So, you know, food for thought as far as I almost put together a little 5-wide mini scheme and really just kind of highlighted those plays. I don't know. I'm just going to kind of show you guys some options. Maybe at some point in the year, or I tell you what, guys, here goes how we can do this. Let me know in the comments. If y'all want a mini scheme out of this, great. If not, if that's enough, I really just showed you a handful of plays, pretty quick video to get through a handful of plays. So let me know in the comments if you guys want the rest of those plays broken down all the way. Damn boys, like, comment, subscribe. Let me know if you want more of this. Peace.